got my laces tied. My trusty podcast by my side. If you wanna talk fun, it's the place to be. Yeah, it's the drop, D-R-O-P.
Hi, this is Thomas with Believe in the Run, and I've got some exciting news. We are breaking off the podcast into its own channel on YouTube and Instagram. You want to get the shoe content, stick with Believe in the Run. You want to get the podcast content, check out BITR Networks on YouTube and BITR Network on Instagram. Links are in the description. Hi, this is Thomas with Believe in the Run.
This is Robbie with Believe in the Run.
This is Megan with Believe in the Run.
This is Carl with Believe in the Run.
Thomas just cracked a PBR.
Yeah, we're
in the
getting
morning.
started.
Yeah.
Actually, they're not even a sponsor this week, but I like it.
No, they're a sponsor all year long.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Okay. I still like it.
Nice.
Well,
we'll give them a sponsorship slot again.
Yeah,
right
my
now.
Element pineapple salt. You're also trying the pineapple salt.
This is the first time I've had this. This isn't even an ad. It's just what we're drinking.
What do you think
is
of
this
the
an ad?
pineapple?
Oh.
Kind of.
Turns out.
We just like the product, so.
It's a freebie for Element.
I haven't,
Not Element.
I haven't had this before. What are these cans called again?
The slim cans.
Slim cans. It's really good.
It's half of the sodium of a packet of Element.
Wait till you try it cold.
Yeah, this is a lukewarm. It's kind of like
Why weren't they in the fridge?
They were in my pants.
a lukewarm toddy. Yeah, Thomas Toddies.
I smuggled it in.
But I'm surprised. Wait, why don't they have a packet flavor of pineapple salt?
That's a good question.
Because that would be amazing. But this works too.
Yeah.
I guess you got to divide and conquer.
Maybe you try things one place, and if it works, you slide it on over.
Yeah, or this is a really good way to get people to buy this can.
Yeah.
To try the can.
And is this sold in? I genuinely don't know this. This isn't a pitch. Is this sold in stores?
As of this year, I believe you'll be able to find it in a lot more places.
Okay.
But last year, it was only in like select gyms and certain
right.
places. But I think you'll be able to get it on element.com.
So they're coming for Celsius. Oh, I guess it's not an energy drink. Yeah.
No,
No.
just electrolytes.
And I'm going to say, this is what you get if you're a partner with us and you're a good partner like Element. We don't mind throwing you a bone.
Well, it's not even that, but we
use
genuinely do use everything. Let it be known, we will turn down sponsors if we do not like them or use them.
We have.
Yeah.
all the time.
Just ask Tampax.
Yeah. Thomas was not the one to turn that down.
He was not a fan of it.
He was like, we need to go in on this.
I was like, let's soak you up.
Yeah, I mean, it is good for if you get a bloody nose during a race or something.
That is true.
Has that ever happened to you?
Bloody nose during a race?
Yeah.
No, Megan got COVID
Didn't?
right before the London Marathon.
Yeah, morning of race.
I thought you did.
You coughed up blood at New
Oh,
York.
you coughed
Yeah,
up blood.
yeah, it didn't come through my nose.
That would have worked too. Just shove a bunch of tampons in your mouth.
Yeah, I needed something to finish the day.
Yeah.
Just let it expand in my throat and
I
kill
thought
me.
it happened to somebody. Maybe it was just a random runner that got a bloody nose.
Yeah, you've seen the photos and they stay in your mind forever.
It looks like Andrew W.
Like
Yeah.
I'll never forget that one of the guy that, and this has got to go back at least 15 years. The guy who pooped himself during the race, and that was like all over. That was baby Instagram when that came out.
Yeah, that was a.
I mean, someone did that at Boston 2 years ago.
I was gonna say that happens probably every marathon, every
yeah,
major.
but this one was like.
That was an art project.
Yeah,
of epic
and you
proportions.
see, the best thing was the
well.
reactions of the faces on the sidelines. So
He's in
and
his-
he had this shame look on his face, like.
What's the art? Is it experimental or what's the art style that's throwing stuff at?
Are you talking about like Jackson Pollock?
Pollock? Yeah. Not. It's like.
I mean, it's abstract, but it's even.
Yeah.
It's even above that. So.
Experiment, avant-garde maybe.
No.
Okay.
That's a good font and typeface family, though.
Yeah,
I do
but
like that.
whatever that art form is, that's what that guy was going for.
Well, abstract expressionism
There we go.
is the period, I guess, that he flourished in.
Okay.
Do you know that there's a story that Jackson Pollock, he died in a car crash?
I didn't know that.
And the story goes that the people got around the car and Jackson Pollock
Painted with his blood?
was one of the people. Like the crowd all swore this guy was there. And they gave a description of him, and it sounded like Jackson Pollock. So like, almost like
an out of body experience.
yeah, like
or whatever.
he was a witness to his own
I believe that.
thing. Which
What if he faked it?
I like that idea. Do you think Michael Jackson's still around?
No, he was on his way out for a while.
Yeah. What about Prince?
No, because I don't think so.
Okay, give me a celebrity that you think Elvis or somebody like that.
Tupac, I think, is probably the most.
That's
plausible.
still alive.
Yeah, like it's like they say they're dead.
They're like on an island somewhere.
Like they're like
Tupac,
checked
no.
out. Like I don't want to do this anymore.
That's like extreme.
I mean, I'm 50-50 on whether Epstein was killed or if he's still alive.
Well, I
somewhere.
think most people are.
I'm
he's
saying
still
whether he
alive?
was killed or whether he's alive somewhere else.
No, he's not alive.
Oh,
He's unlived.
I don't know.
Yeah.
unalived.
Yeah. I was reading a story actually this morning about a guy that faked his own death and like.
Did it work?
For a while, he slipped up a little bit. It worked for a couple months. Did
He enter a marathon and get a bib.
Yeah, he marathon. Yeah,
he muled for Matt Choi.
he was in. He basically told his wife he was going kayaking, and then just like flipped his kayak. Had rented a
Just let it go downstream.
tiny raft, and then rode the whole way across the lake. Hiked like 40 miles to the nearest city. Got a Greyhound. Went into Canada.
Was this all because he wanted to get away from his wife?
Yeah, and his kid, and he had 3 kids too.
That's wild.
And then he fell in love with this woman, like Russia or something, which is actually a real woman, and then was living with her. And
In Russia?
yeah, or Georgia.
Oh, Georgia. Okay.
But it lasted for a while. I mean, they searched and drug that whole lake.
How did he get
for
caught?
2 months? Well, they pinged his. They
He
checked.
logged into Facebook.
Reader's Digest. They said
They
you
checked
won.
if any agencies in the U.S. or anywhere had searched his name, like if he got pulled over or something, and so he had applied for a new passport without canceling his old one like a couple months before, and then he went through Canada to get to Toronto airport, and so when he checked into Canada, it flagged him his name, and then
It's a Canadian.
everything unspooled after that.
Wow.
But anyway, so it's
There's got to be an easier way. Like that takes a lot of work.
he had
like,
actually
couldn't you just-
he covered it pretty well, but once you dug in.
But like, why do all that work? Couldn't you just go to your wife and be like, "I'd like a divorce"?
Well, the problem was he had like $200,000 in debt that he hadn't told about. I think he was doing crypto trading and stuff, and then had hidden it from
Well,
his
that's
family.
even worse because then he left them with that.
Well, they probably had
Well,
insurance.
I
though.
think they're So he also had he also took out a life insurance policy like the year before.
Oh, come on.
that's a sign to me. Like Meg, if I go out and get a brand new life insurance, and you didn't ask for it, and nobody talked, like our financial advisor didn't recommend it, be worried.
Yeah, start questioning things.
That's weird. It's like I got a $5 million policy now. Yeah, just in case something happens, you know.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
I was telling Robbie that we were talking about that guy who got busted for Googling how to dismember a body and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. Probably don't do that don't do any of it. But if you're trying to get away, don't. Google is not your friend.
It was crazy because they read out his Google searches
I
in the
remember.
court, and I was like, "Come on, dude, what?"
I just bludgeoned my wife. Where do I put the body?
If I did this.
Yeah.
But I guess you can write a book about that, and then it'll still get published.
true. Yeah.
As OJ has done. That is actually, if you think about it, it's completely insane that OJ wrote a book called
If I Did It.
If I did it. Yeah.
Like, how much of a narcissist do you have to be to?
Okay,
write
that's
that.
one of the things. Like the word narcissist
Yeah.
for me has gotten blown out, and it's so overused now.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a psychology degree, and I don't even understand like how it's being applied to people, because I think now it just means
Selfish. It's
Yeah,
super
that's
selfish.
the word that people use it
self-centered.
for.
Right.
I think we used to call people self-centered.
Right.
Now, if it's like hyper self-centered is narcissism, but
But I think, true narcissism is much more toxic than just being self-centered.
Yeah.
Everyone's self-centered too, right?
well,
You could
To
say
a
that about
degree,
anyone.
you have to be. Yeah.
I think it's a survival skill to be. You have to preserve the ego and yourself. So to a certain degree, we all have to. Like even Mother Teresa was like, I know I'm going to get some good press for this. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You think so? You don't? You think she thought?
No, I think she
You think she thought she was going to be a saint?
I think that she
Wait,
thought
is
she
she-
was doing the Lord's work. I think that she believed in her mission. And
You have to.
Yeah, I
in
think that
To
she
do
was-
that, yeah.
And I do think there are people that are like that, but they are still getting fulfilled in some way.
There was a term for it. It was like selfish gratitude or something, where it's like you are fulfilled by helping other people.
Right.
Well-
So is it still selfish if you're helping other people, but that makes you feel good?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like running. You're doing something. You come back from a run, a better mom, dad, partner, because the act of running releases endorphins and you feel good. You're in better shape. You're a better parent. But it's a selfish act to take an hour or a half for yourself to go do the runs and make your family work around your schedule.
But is it selfish if you become a better person for everyone around you?
I guess there's the balance of it.
Yeah.
If you're gone for 8 hours every weekend, but there's people who go play golf for 6 hours.
I look at the people that I know that run extreme amounts, and like Patrick Blair, he still seems like a good dad. Like,
Well, he also runs at
3 in the morning.
2:15 a.m.
He's sacrificing his own.
right, but I mean, it's still
Yeah.
It's a self pursuit. It's self gratification. But I think that the people that I know that run are better. I'm gonna say it.
They're
They're
better
better
humans.
people than the people who don't.
Well, but there's plenty. I mean, you could extrapolate that day. There's plenty of people who watch college football for 8 hours a day,
Right.
and it's like, or even NFL, like, but.
And you're saying that
NFL
isn't
game day.
considered a selfish act?
I mean, I think to some degree it is, but it's. I think like I don't watch football.
If it's a dad that watches it with his kids and they enjoy it and it's bonding, and then it becomes something that they grow up with and it's a tradition.
Yeah, I'd say with the younger kids it's not so much, but if you run for 2 hours, like I don't watch any sport. I basically stopped watching sports once I had kids because it's
Baseball even.
Yeah, I don't really watch baseball. I just watch the YouTube recaps every morning, which are like 10 minutes long, and then listen to the games, which is on in the background of the house.
So like an ESPN, what's the show that has like
Well, no, because
Sports Center?
MLB does this. It's really cool. They just put on YouTube highlights of all the good plays in the game, and it's like really all you need to watch for.
That sounds like the baseball I could watch.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to sit
It's-
through.
So you get a
4
hot dog.
hours.
Yeah.
Would you eat a hot dog, drink a beer, and watch 10
And the
minutes?
highlights.
I'm not judging. You know, like you said, that's part of what you want to do. It's fine.
Well, no, I look at like golf, for example. I think it's great that guys get out or women get out and they get to be with their friends, play golf and stuff, but it doesn't have the same effect as running. I think that running is something that makes you healthier, makes you're active, clears your brain.
You could argue the same for golf. You're with people in a community, you're outdoors,
There are some benefits, but it's also 4 hours every time.
what if you just go to the driving range?
Then you're not
That's
golfing.
not golf.
What?
that's practice.
Yeah.
Well, then what's running? Like you're not racing every day.
No, but
good
that's
point.
a good point. It's a good point, but it's not the game of golf. Like you're saying, the benefits are the social, this and that.
Yeah.
Going to a driving range is no social.
It's basically
No,
cross,
but
it's
you're
cross training.
You're outside, you're being active. Like I'm saying, there's an argument for all of
okay.
it.
Then darts.
I mean, it's a hobby. Like a
Yeah.
hobby is a hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Train collecting.
Yeah. Now, if you're running ultras every weekend, that seems we have reviewers that do ultras. I'm like, dude, I don't even know how you do that. But
Which one?
John Calabrese, he basically runs an ultra every weekend.
Does he have a family?
Yeah, but I think he has like it's kind of like your situation where he has
50-50.
custody. Yeah. So
So it's every other weekend.
but he's like when he's present and everything when he's with his kids and then her daughter and then does his run. That's his thing. It's running ultras. Although if I had like 3 kids, like if in my situation, I don't think my wife would kill me. She would murder me before I got into the 3rd ultra.
Yeah. Way before then.
She's very gracious, so, but I don't think she's that gracious.
I know that you guys follow running style and fits and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We even have Alfredo who does our cultural pieces every week. You saw that Maduro had the Nike
Oh yeah,
kit.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it crazy? He's like a Kardashian now. Those are selling out.
I know. It's crazy.
It's
It's sold out.
Wait,
like,
we
immediately.
debated, was he wearing that
or did
did
when he
they
was
put it in?
sleeping, or
Yeah.
did they put him in it?
I wouldn't be surprised if Nike paid paid Trump to post that on True Social. I'm just kidding.
Like, there's no way anyone's sleeping in that attire.
I don't know.
I look kind of comfy. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
sometimes-
it's so hot.
Sometimes I try to go to bed wearing a sweatshirt,
Wait.
and then within 5 minutes, I'm like,
what?
this is way too
Sweatshirt?
Sweatshirt.
Well, it's-
T-shirt?
That's diabolical.
It's pretty cold.
That is
Well, it's
diabolical.
pretty cold, and then
Do you guys leave a window open?
Do you have heat?
no, it's just I think there's like a lot of dust that blocked our air vent, so I don't know if anything gets in.
And you get that Stanley steamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I don't know. It's yeah, but I don't know. I feel like at first I start out, and then within just literally like 2 minutes, I'm like, oh, this is ridiculous.
Okay, but what time of day did they get him?
In the middle of the night. He was sleeping.
Yeah, but what's the middle of the night?
it was like,
What was the time zone over there? 'Cause
2
It was like
a.m.?
overnight
Isn't
here,
it the
right?
same time zone?
Do you think they're like? You think they're like, get down, get down, get down. Now pick out a sweatshirt you want to wear.
that's what I'm saying.
We're going
That's
on
what
a
I'm
trip.
saying. They handed that to him to put on. I don't know who knew his sizes.
Oh, they were following.
You
him.
think so? They had like a little satchel.
They were
with-
probably like, this dude's, he's probably not even wearing clothes. They were probably like, we got to be prepared.
Oh yeah, I
Put
feel like a lot of
clothes on
If
them.
I was
feel like-
president, I wouldn't be wearing
I feel like a
clothes
lot of
either,
rich
so.
people don't sleep with clothes on.
You know how we would solve
poor and I
this?
don't.
We need to see what his wife was wearing.
I think a lot of people don't sleep
if
with
she's
clothes
in a
on.
Nike kit, we know.
No, you know, it'd be awesome if she was in Skims.
I wouldn't be surprised by that.
like they did the Nike Skims collab.
Yeah.
for her.
Yeah.
You know, maybe Trump is very savvy with the marketing. So maybe he called the
Savvy.
Kardashians and be like,
That's what I'm saying.
Look, we're going to pull these guys out. Is there
What
a
do you
Louis
recommend?
Vuitton sleep mask or
Yeah.
what type of water should we give him?
I wouldn't be surprised, but well, and Nike gets all the cool things. They got that the Kool-Aid massacre. They got those shoes.
Oh, the one where they went up in the UFO?
yeah. What's the name?
Heaven's Gate?
What's the name of that shoe model? Look that up.
What is
bro.
it?
The Heaven's Gate Nike shoe.
Nike shoe.
This podcast is sponsored by Pillar. If you are training hard, traveling to races, check, or just stacking miles week after week, you know how easy it is for your immune system to take a hit, which I know very well.
You said check. Does that mean that you've done all those things?
Yeah, traveling, training. So that's why we've been using Pillar Ultra Immune C.
I've been using it a lot. It's easy to mix, and it actually doesn't taste that like for drinking a vitamin. It's actually kind of a good taste. The thing is that you've been traveling, and you come back with all these sniffles and sneezes and all this stuff. So if I get a little tickle or anything that doesn't feel right, I mix up the immune stuff so that I'm covered. And I have to tell you, it's been working.
Yeah, so if you're wondering what's in this Ultra Immune C, it's a high dose of vitamin C, so equivalent to 16 or 17 oranges in the one scoop.
Saves me a lot of time.
It has zinc to support your immune system and vitamin D3 to boost your immunity. So if you want to try this stuff out, you can head to pillarperformance.shop or thefeed.com/pillar and enter the code BITR for 15% off your first purchase.
Boom. All right, first check-in. If you hadn't seen the grit video that Carl put together of tips for grit, you may want to go watch that. Has some valuable information, and you get to look at Carl, and he looks nice out in the woods with his snow, and it's quiet. There's some tree nymphs floating around. It's pretty. Check it out.
Because they stopped selling it after that.
Yeah,
It's impossible to buy.
I think that's a mistake.
Yeah,
It
they
just
should do a
makes it seem
re-release.
like it was a space shoe.
They should. Yeah, maybe that's what happened.
They're
All the
like-
stock got usurped.
If you know how the 4% makes you 4% faster, maybe that shoe gets you on the comet.
yeah, what if they had developed a technology that gets you into an
They're like, we've got to
interdimensional?
hide this.
In-
It was
Interdimensional
Nike
travel.
Decades.
Yeah,
Decades.
it's just even the name itself
Does
thinks
sound
you
mysterious.
could time travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I finished Stranger Things. Did you finish that or watch
No,
it?
I started watching the season and I realized that I don't like the show, and so I just
Did you
stopped
watch
watching.
all like the four?
I
before
did.
that?
I did watch them before that, and they I like the very first one. I thought, oh, this is kind of interesting, kind of weird. It has this '80s vibe that I loved, and then the next
And the kids
season,
grew up.
I was kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
and I feel like you're just drawing it out. You remember
Okay.
how like I'm also a guy that I lost interest in, like.
I heard people were there was a lot of talk of the ending. Like it was very polarizing.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
Okay.
It was,
One person was like, it was too easy.
yeah, for sure.
Like, ultimate evil. It's gone.
That was actually my biggest complaint about the ending, is that within 2 minutes, the penultimate foe at the end had been defeated. I was like, how did that just
Was
happen?
that like playing Sonic the Hedgehog and you're able to, just beat it around too easily?
Yeah, I would say like it's kind of like in Mario when like when you're in the castle and you can just jump on that guy 3 times pretty easily. Done. But
No special needs, skills.
it's like no, not.
Robbie's face.
I was trying to remember any characters. It's strange. It was just too easy for how much they build it up.
Okay, I stopped watching the other one. The what's the one on Apple TV everybody's watching now with the woman that like the world gets a virus that makes everybody a hive.
Oh, because we were talking about this. It's like Body Snatchers, but not.
Yeah. I stopped watching that because I kind of wasn't that into it, and then I started watching it again, and I'm like, oh, I think I'm into this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have to watch it.
All right.
Do you have Apple TV?
I can't remember. I don't. I think I like get it for Severance and then cancel it and then.
See, Apple
basically-
TV is like that for me. It's like, it just has enough to keep me hanging on. It's like the worst network that for that kind of
Dude,
thing.
the craziest thing is seeing the progression of ads as it basically all the streaming channels just become regular TV.
show.
Even if you have
Yeah.
like the premium.
Yeah, like I have
account,
premium Disney Plus or
and
whatever.
You still get ads, yeah.
And you get the commercial breaks in the middle, and they're always at the worst times. They're not even at good breaks.
Yeah.
And then the craziest one that they just started implementing is if you pause it, it pops up with an ad.
And it's like the static one with the QR code.
Yeah. I'm like, why are we doing this for literally every moment of our lives?
I was telling Meg, so I had a theory back in like the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching Friends, and I was like, they're always wearing, at that time, they were always wearing like clothing that kind of was setting trends and, Jennifer
Right.
Aniston's hair and all that stuff. And I was like, I wonder if someday you'll point your remote at the TV.
Yeah, and
you can just purchase Ross's sweater. Like, oh, I like that
Yeah.
sweater. Boom.
Yeah.
Purchase it. And I feel like we've gotten to that point. Like when you watch Instagram or even TV now has QR codes and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
You are able to just directly purchase something you see.
Mm-hmm.
Which at that time, if you think about it, you used to have to go to the mall. There wasn't like a whole, like
Yeah.
even Instagram shopping or anything. And now I was thinking about China and the fact that they're a manufacturing giant. So I'm in the shower. I'm having this whole epiphany that we don't need to compete with the factories in China. We just need to change the way that things get manufactured. And if we start getting like 3D printers and robots in the house, we're going to be able to manufacture our own stuff. You'll just download the stuff and they'll just make it right there.
That is supposedly the what will happen.
And that will get rid of the advantage that China has as far as factories go. Because
Right.
that was the thing. When I went over to Mount, I was like, wow, this is crazy. They design it here. They get that piece here. They put it together, and it's like a day.
Right, but
And we can't do that necessarily here.
eventually.
So I get out of the shower all excited about my idea and my concept of this stuff. Meg goes, why are you thinking about it? That's not our problem.
Well, he's like, I have such a great idea and all this, and I'm like, dude, like, what? That we're not going to solve that. Like, why are we worrying about that?
I have read about this, exactly what you're talking about though, before.
So I'm just picking up on,
Yeah.
I'm like, we're looking at the problem the wrong way.
No, I've literally the exact thing you're talking about. I've heard this. I've read this before in like it might have been. There's a book that I think called Abundance, or that. There's a book that basically talks about the future of technology, and that's one of the things. That
But we
people
worry about manufacturing in the United States, and I do think it is a disadvantage that we can't move as quickly as them. And so that was all I was thinking about. I was like,
Yeah.
well, we don't need to build the factories. We need to build.
We don't need to worry about any of it.
Well,
I thought he had a believe in the run idea.
Yeah.
And he goes on this, and I was like, what?
well, something close is that, DJI got banned. Like,
Yeah.
all the drones and all the stuff.
we got one.
from
yeah,
here.
well, the problem is...
We can't use it?
No, you could use it. Everything is still... You could buy whatever's still in the U.S., whatever they
Okay.
sell. They're just not allowed to import any new stuff.
Oh, really?
The problem is replacement parts. So if something goes wrong...
It's done.
See-
they can't bring parts in either. So.
Politics aside, that DJI, the little one I got,
Everything they make is great.
Yeah.
And there's no American company right now that can match that.
We thought GoPro was going to get there.
Yeah, no.
And they just...
I was reading something online too about like the drones and stuff because that's like the biggest one, right? It's like their biggest market. But they were like an American equivalent to like, let's say the $2,000 drone from DJI would be like $30,000.
Oh,
to
really?
make here, yeah. It's like
And that's the other problem. Like Insta360 just came out with a 360 drone.
yeah, the anti-gravity drone. or
That
whatever.
thing is insane.
What?
Like, because you just now you have to. We at least have to be pointing the drone at the subject. This thing, you just fly it. It captures all the video, so you just
Dude,
pick out
that's
what you want to
crazy.
see.
Yeah,
You know, just like the Insta360 camera, but not, with wings.
yeah.
And I understand why they don't, like, if we're mapping the United States and, you know, doing whatever they think the drones are doing.
Yeah.
I get it, but at this point, man, I doubt that our shoe reviews and like drone footage from a party or something like that is gonna,
Yeah, getting sent to the
yeah.
CCP somehow. or
Dude,
something.
what's crazy about the Maduro capture is they had to know every square inch of that building, and I'm like,
They said they built a replica.
I know they did, but what technology are they using?
Sonar, man.
Yeah, did you know you can map out a room with your wireless router?
Do you you can do that, and you can also do it with your iPhone.
Like, what do you mean?
Your iPhone has a 3D scan thing in it that if you just like
Oh, wait.
go around the
Whenever I need to measure anything, I use my iPhone.
Right, but I'm thinking, did you? But I mean, inside a secret compound, how did they get all the dimensions and rooms and everything? Who do you think? Do you think they were hacking into people's phones, or do you think it was mapping through wireless systems?
Dude,
I
or
wouldn't doubt if we
when-
had people in there.
with
Yeah.
some other technology?
I think they have people in there, but also I think that if you look at like Israel being able to get into people's pockets with pagers, there's no doubt in my mind that if somebody wants to get something
That's a
into
good
your
point,
space,
yeah.
they know how to do it.
Yeah, it's still pretty crazy to think about, though.
It's creepy.
It probably, who knows what? They probably have this
Dude,
place mapped out.
Yeah.
What are they going to get here?
It was,
Yeah,
it was
please come take these dirty hokas off. man.
the air. That's why our air conditioning doesn't work. It was really government spies putting a thing.
For real.
You know what I just remembered that I just wrote down because I hadn't before that I wanted to talk about?
What?
Do you guys know what Hyrox stands for?
Oh yeah, this
Oh,
is
geez.
Yeah.
the best.
Do I want to know?
It's hold on.
Wait,
do
I want
know.
Robbie to try to guess it.
I know. I've heard this before, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's
Is it-
I
it's
thought
an
it was a
acronym?
joke.
Is it an acronym or is it
No.
like
It's shortened.
Shortened?
Yeah.
it's like the dumbest.
Rocks. Hybrid rock star.
Yeah.
Hybrid
Hybrid
rock star.
Rockstar. I
All right.
cannot.
Now, as if I had any
Right?
no
Dude.
respect to begin with.
I
It's
can
gone.
never participate
I
now.
feel like you have to pull up in your Camaro and pop out.
It's
Playing the air guitar.
Yeah.
but then you shortened it to sound like a kitchen cleaner.
Or
So-
Or the cookie.
yeah.
Hydrox.
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 Yeah.
What is it's Hydrox?
Hydrox.
My dad
cookie.
loved those.
Yeah. They were before Oreo.
Yeah.
That was.
I don't think it's going anywhere though, and I'm wondering what other brands are going to
it's
bring
definitely-
shoes to
it's-
that
it's-
arena.
Look, you're saying it's not going anywhere. Where are Spartan races these days?
I'll give it
Where,
3 years.
Tough Mudders or
Yeah,
whatever.
Tough
they were.
Mudders.
yeah, but
Spartan races.
I don't remember any of the brands making shoes specifically for those events.
That's because we're moving faster these days. Like there weren't collabs. There weren't even shoe collabs back in
yeah, maybe.
those times. Like
what's-
Spartan races was on TV.
Right.
They
Is
did
that
a
dead,
TV
dead?
Yeah, pretty. I mean, not. Who knows? Remember there was that frog one. That,
What was that one called? Muddy Bottom or something?
No, that was not it.
Mud flaps.
Tough Mudder?
Tough
Is
Mudders.
that what you're thinking?
No, there's a frog one.
There was also. Do you guys remember
There's
the
another one.
Viking challenge where you had to jump over a fire pit at the end or something?
That would be
Was
cool.
that the
That would be cool if
like a
people
steeplechase?
actually.
That might have been Tough Mudder, but they had like, and you at the end of the race, you got one of those Viking helmets.
It'd be cool if they didn't save anyone from falling in.
That happened.
Didn't someone die in the
Yeah.
mud
Yeah.
pit or something?
That was It was our account manager at a company we worked at, and our
He
boss
died?
called to yell at him, and they're like, he drowned.
in the mud. Dude,
It was
that's
like a
gotta-
little puddle.
That's the worst way
Yeah.
to go.
Holy shit.
Well, they had to jump off they were jumping off a platform into a mud pit, and I guess when he jumped down, was it?
No, there was like electrical wires. He got
so
shocked.
He was in.
That's
the
right.
Thing, yeah.
And he passed. He
And he
basically
like
got
passed
shocked
out.
and passed out.
And,
Yeah.
but fell
but
into
still,
water.
like, how are you not watching? Like it's like a 12-foot
Right.
crawl.
Don't they have spotters or something like that you do
I'm
in
sure
a
they do
triathlon
now.
or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't think they do. Yeah. I'm surprised that didn't shut them down.
Yeah, it's crazy. Jeez.
Wait, so what were you gonna say, Meg?
That's what I wanted to talk about was the hybrid rockstar
Oh,
shenanigans.
yeah. I thought you. I was looking for.
Oh, the frog? I
Yeah.
couldn't find because when I looked it up, it kept saying Arctic frog.
No, it was, what was it called?
I thought it was like,
no, it wasn't even frog. It was something like, because it was,
I thought frog too, but why is that?
because
I think
their
the
logo
branding, it was the
a
branding.
skeleton of a frog.
Oh, you're right. Was this supposed to be like a Navy SEALs type
Yeah,
thing?
it was like a military start.
Isn't that called frogmen? They're called like
Frogman.
frogmen. Right?
Maybe it was a frog. No.
see, this is the problem. It's really hard to Google this because now I'm getting jogging for frogmen 5K.
All right, but here's the thing. None of these things end up lasting. Like even CrossFit it's here, but is it?
Okay, but while we're
Not
talking about
thriving.
hybrid athletes, let's just talk about what I want to talk about.
All right, let's hear it.
So, Truett Hanes.
Yeah, who I've tried to get on the podcast.
Who is not
He said
part
no?
Well, I reached out to his dad, who was like,
Casual.
Cam Hanes. Let's put
Cam
it
Hanes, who was like, he's like he usually doesn't do a lot of podcasts, but I'll tell him to do it since I like you guys. But then I figured they're probably busy. so.
Not everybody knows who Cam Hanes is, believe it or not. But
Right.
Cam Hanes is kind of like outdoorsman, manly man,
Yeah.
hunter.
Well, he was a marathoner first, and then.
Well, I actually
went
think he was a
into-
hunter first.
Oh, was he?
Mhm. Yeah, he's been in the hunting
Like
business since
Under
a kid.
Armour sponsored him as a hunter,
Okay.
and then we actually ran an ultra with him at one point out in Oregon, the Bend, Oregon 1 meg that we did, and then he's kind of part of that Joe Rogan family, I'd say, of
Right.
people, and he has a son that
Also, Speedland athlete.
yeah,
yeah.
and he has a son who started running, who's a do we call him hybrid athlete?
I was going to say
Like-
AI says he's a hybrid
that
athlete.
is the-
Yeah, he's jacked. Okay, if you've never
Yeah.
seen a picture.
He did 10,001 pull-ups in 24
he holds
hours.
a record. I think.
Why
he's
do
the
we
world-
call it hybrid? Why isn't it just like an athlete? He does lifts
That's the
and
age-old question, man. That's,
stuff. All
Because
right.
he's a hybrid rock star.
yeah.
Okay. He's a high rockster.
He does have the world record for most
Yeah, he does
pull-ups
have
in a day.
10,000 is wild.
Do you know what's upsetting is David Goggins. I think he took it from David Goggins.
Yeah.
It's harder than David Goddard.
I think
He
David
stayed harder.
I think Goggins got it, and then another person got it, and then he did. I
Okay.
think that's the progression. But
So
anyways.
he's the son of Cam Hanes,
right.
and he started running, and he runs in like jeans.
I was going to say he's most well known for running pretty quick in jeans.
Like when you say pretty quick, like what are some of the races he's done? He's done a sub 3 hour in denim.
He's done like a
Yeah.
All his, like,
235 in denim, but he has started running in just half tights now. The last race he did.
The chafing got too much, do you
was
think?
he like this? It feels better.
I mean, yeah, I think he was going for a specific goal. And
It says his personal best in jeans is a 234.
yeah. I think the last, what's his PR? Is it 229?
228 or something. Yeah.
I think he ran that in just regular half tights.
So what did he do, Meg?
So he came out recently and said
You
that.
can't say came out.
Well, okay, he posted on Instagram that he.
He's married. I mean, he's married to a woman.
I was gonna say, yeah. You might want.
That he is going to go for the 2:16 Olympic trials qualifying time for the marathon. Or
I
he's
would-
going to, quote, die trying.
Aren't people? Hey, that was the Faster Bastards quote. Get faster or die trying. That you know what I like about that quote is that you don't necessarily have to be fast. You just have to try to be fast.
It's like a little asterisk
Yeah.
at the top.
Yeah, just keep trying. Keep trying. Get faster.
It's the effort that counts.
Yeah, but here, so people must be really excited about this.
So what's funny is my mom actually sent me his post on Instagram.
Hi, Robin.
Which is how I even knew about it. And I saw it and I was like, oh, that's cool. That's kind of inspiring. You know, he's trying to drop off a lot of time to do this endeavor. And then I kind of didn't think much about it after that. And then, you know, of course, doom scrolling Instagram one evening and a Threads pops into my feed. And it's Sage Canaday saying, not naming Truett, but basically suggesting.
Isn't that kind of cowardly? Like,
is.
if you're going to talk shit about someone,
Right.
might as well
Just put
say,
it.
hey.
Everyone knows you're talking about. Just call them out on it. Right, just man up and say who you were talking about.
But it basically says that even suggesting that you could accomplish this time goal from a 2:29 to a 2:16 is unheard of and somewhat disrespectful to people that work really hard to run that time.
Why is that
Is essentially what he
Why is
wrote.
that disrespectful?
It's a
'Cause
lofty goal, but I mean,
he's alluding to the fact that he thinks that he's on PEDs.
Yeah, he wrote, well, he brought it back to himself and said, that's like, I'm claiming I'm going to run a 10-minute or take 10 minutes off my marathon PR at the age of 40 and run a 2:06 and go for the Olympics, which...
Not the same.
Wait, so
No,
he's
he's not.
he also understand what he's doing there?
Yeah, he's letting everyone know that
Yeah,
he
he
has
is.
run a 2:16.
Classic
Take 2 minutes off and it would be like a 2:06.
classic Sage Canaday.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, he went on to say...
That'd
he-
be like me telling you how much I can lift it to over 300 pounds.
people responded with different, like, some agreeing, some disagreeing, but he went on to say, and he even mentioned in one of them, like Robbie said, he said, what's not, quote, cool in my opinion are very privileged and attention-seeking, quote, influencers with all the time and possibly PEDs in the world to train, who also boast about times on massively downhill courses.
But then somebody...
Like, did you hear that shit? On massively downhill courses.
Yeah. But then somebody criticized it for calling out PDs, and he tried to say, like, he didn't say it. It's all this ridiculous stuff. Which is why I never get on threads anyways. I hate...
I know,
there's
me
these-
neither.
it's all rage bait.
There's these individuals who exist in the threads world. Sage is one of them. And I'm like, this is a bizarre... Nobody cares about anything you're talking about outside of this.
But yeah, so, and it's funny because when I saw that, I don't know, I just assumed everyone would be like, maybe doubting him a little bit, but not necessarily suggesting he's like a bad person for going for this. Like at the end of the day, you can't run that fast without working really, really hard.
But here's my thing. He brought up like privileged, influencer, all these like digs that are kind of like, it's so weird to me that I believe that Sage is an influencer
He is.
and he hates influencers.
Right.
He's a runner and he hates that this guy's running.
The reason he hates, and a lot of true runners, or whatever you want to call them, like hate
Gatekeeping.
this, is because, yeah, it's gatekeeping. They're mad because they've spent their whole lives running from high school to college or throughout, and they're mad that this dude who is just a power lifter, weightlifter, is going to jump in and maybe get the same time they will.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
And
is
it seems
they
like a
didn't pay-
shortcut.
They didn't
Yeah.
pay their dues. But like,
Right, paying dues. Yeah.
there's 2 times in my life where I have felt this.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so like Faster Bastards. At one point, I was like everything in on just trying to get the fastest marathon time I could get. And I was like hitting my head against the wall, just going. And a new person would show up, and they just started running, and they'd run like a BQ the first marathon they did. And I was just like I wasn't mad at them. I was happy for them, but I was just so frustrated that I couldn't do it myself. And I was like, why can't I do it? They're just showing up, and they're able to do it. And then the other time is like, we've been doing Believe in the Run since 2009, before Instagram, before all that stuff. And then you see like a couple of years ago, it was like, boom, somebody could just rocket into the space from out of nowhere. And I was kind of like, oh, they didn't pay their dues kind of thing. But I still didn't have any issue with them. I thought that they were smart and took advantage of what
It's
was out there.
There's plenty of people in that same universe that I'm sure hate us because we get
Right.
shoes that they would not get.
Right, and we don't run the times that
And
they
I'm-
can run.
yeah.
or whatever.
And my 3:26 to 3:16 progression is not going the way I had planned.
You and me both, dude.
Probably because I run 25 miles a week. But yeah, I mean, that's the fact, is that Truett Hanes, like him or dislike him, the dude cut so much weight. Like he worked his whole life to build up the like powerlifting and that physique or whatever.
Yeah.
He basically is destroying all that he built up to go for a running goal, which is kind of crazy to think about. I mean, he's still obviously in great shape, but he's running 100-mile weeks. He's doing the training, the lifting, and still.
Yeah, but he didn't go to Boulder or to
Right.
Colorado. You know, he didn't.
Well, the thing is, it'd be one thing if he was coming out or like if anyone says, "Oh, I could do that if I had X, Y, or Z, if I had more time, but he's actually trying to do it.
But that's the thing. Like even you, like you came and you did a 244, right? 245, and you were going. And what's the OTQ right now?
237.
And you, that's not quite 10 minutes, but it's an audacious thing. And people were commenting on you saying, "Hey, this is what I want to try for." You weren't saying, "I'm going to do this and it's going to be easy." You're like, "I want to try."
It's a goal. It's like what I think the thing that makes me so confused as to why would you want someone to not attempt something crazy and cool if they have the opportunity.
And it does remind me of when,
like, what does that take away from anyone?
when Aubrey wanted to run a 4:30 in Berlin, and another guy analyzed all his workouts and was like, "You can't do that."
Mm-hmm.
And then we ran a 4:25, and the thing is that I don't know why. And that guy I think was more analytical. Just
I don't think he was trying to be like.
he wasn't trying to be mean or anything like that. But like.
But anyway, I wasn't rooting for this guy. Now I am. So
I'm not even a
Spike.
particularly huge Truett Hanes fan. I just thought that nobody's had him on a podcast. That's why I tried to get him on a podcast because nobody else had. But I don't really care about it that much. The journey. I'm not someone who
I don't even care if
really
he does
gonna follow
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's weird to just care about so much what somebody else is doing. Like, okay, he's inspiring people to go after an audacious goal. Cool. I don't care how you do it.
The only time I don't like it is there's been a couple of people that I think throw out audacious goals to kind of put themselves in that circle.
Right.
And you know that they're not doing the work, and they're not gonna do it.
Right. I mean, I guarantee you he's going to go for it, whether he makes it. I mean, it is a ridiculous goal. Like, that's for...
Totally.
Sage isn't wrong about that.
Okay, but imagine the next marathon. I come on and I say, I'm going to go for a sub 3 hour marathon in my next marathon. That's my thing. Then I talk about it and I post about it and we talk about it on the podcast all the time, knowing like none of my workouts are hitting that.
Right.
Nothing's going that way. But I kind of persist in being like, goal to sub 3, knowing full well I'm going to run a 330 to 350.
Yeah.
You know, like that's the kind of thing that does get under my skin a little bit. But on this one, I think he's going to try for it. So,
yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, for sure. Whether or not
should we put?
Like he actually does. Who knows?
What's that new betting site, Planko or something, where you can put
Polymarket?
Yeah, Polymarket. Planko. Let's.
I would do, if it was a Plinko site, I
Should
would
we-
definitely be in on that.
Should we
Do a Polymarket thing.
Polymarket on
I wouldn't.
whether or not he goes
I would not bet on
OTQ?
I probably wouldn't bet on it.
You know what I wish I bet on Polymarket this last year? They had
Maduro getting captured in
no,
Nike sweatshirt?
even better. The Return of Jesus Christ
Oh,
Really?
was an actual thing, and it paid out like 3%.
Did he come back?
Have you watched the news?
If it was FanDuel or something, they find some guy named Jesus who came on a football field and he'd be like, "Nope, he came back. He was there."
How do we
Fa-
know he's not?
FanDuel, like Jesus Alvarez.
Have you guys roasted your own Stravas yet?
Roasted them?
Yeah.
What
I tried. The server was busy, and then I decided. I
is there a
didn't want to.
roasting site for
Yeah,
it?
it's called roastmystrava.com.
Yeah, that's cool.
And you log in and you can make it like spicier. Or mine was like really nice the first time, so I tried to make it spicier, and that
Let's
is
hear it.
pretty funny.
Can you roast other people's Strava?
No.
because it has to log into your account.
And they basically just pull all your workouts.
But like it's funny. Like Runner Beans posted hers, and it said like, what was the insult that it gave her?
I don't know. It was quite funny. It was like calling her like a social butterfly or something.
Okay.
But like more of a walker than a runner.
Oh man,
It was mean.
that would be interesting.
But
to see.
she posted it, so I'm
funny.
not harshing on
We
it.
should just roast other people's Stravas. Send me your Strava profile and I'll roast it for you.
Well, Megan, did you not save it? Pull it. You got to pull that up.
I'm trying to do a new one right now.
All right.
I
While
don't know if they
Megan's
changed.
doing that, should we talk about the new burrito challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamil Curry. I don't understand the exact rules. Like, do you have to go to Santa Fe to do it, or do you
Is it
do it
Santa Fe
locally?
or Tempe? Is that the same city?
No.
Oh. I didn't know if it was like the Twin
Santa
Cities.
Fe is New Mexico. Tempe
That's Arizona.
is
I didn't know if it was like the Twin Cities, but in different states.
That's right. Some people they put up a what was it? I forget what state it was. They put up just the state, and people weren't able to name the state.
How many people do you think could name, if they had a map, get all the states right?
If I had a map and it's contiguous, like I can see all the states, I think I have a pretty good shot. If I didn't have the map and you just pull out pieces, I think that you could get like...
Alabama and Mississippi were the ones I would always get caught up on as a kid. I would get them right now, though.
Okay, but think about like North Dakota, South Dakota. They kind of look similar. And then you've got South Carolina, which is kind of also a rectangle. There's some that are there that you could get confused
For me, it's
by.
like the Idaho, Wyoming
What
part.
All the rectangle ones.
Yeah,
that would
it's
be
like,
hard.
I don't know. Like
Well,
that-
Idaho has the I, so that one.
But
you
Colorado and Wyoming would be a little difficult. if you
Seattle and-
next pulled out.
or Washington and
Washington,
Oregon.
Oregon.
I bet only like 5% of people could get all the states right. Even if you gave them a map.
I think you're probably correct on that. Just because I've been watching like people ask people questions on Instagram, and they
Dude, people are not.
yeah.
This episode is sponsored by Swiftwick Socks.
Yeah.
We are, again, working with them all year long in 2026. We love their socks. We're going to continue to wear them, continue to train in them.
I wore them this morning for our run together.
I
I've
did
got a
too.
pair on right now,
Of course, you know which pair I wore.
the Believe.
Yeah, I did.
Right.
I still love them.
I mean, they have all different styles, high, low,
Mid,
wool,
and they're the best. They really are.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we wear for everything.
races, training.
Have you worn a pair out yet? Have you gotten a hole or anything in any of those yet?
No, honest, I have not.
Me either.
And
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm waiting for the day where I go to pull it on and the like thing rips or something like that. But
In fact, I think all mine are in the laundry, so I'm wearing this pair of socks that's like 10 years old right now. So
So if you want to get a pair of very solid Swiftwick socks, you can go to swiftwick.com/collections/believe and use the code BELIEVE15 for 15% off your first purchase.
suck it to you. All right, second check-in. My tip for grit is a good pair of gloves. I mean, you can't beat that. Cold fingers make for cold hearts and sad days. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself. I don't know. I guess if you're in Miami or California, San Diego, I saw there's a couple people out there. You don't need it so much. But the rest of us, anytime it's under 50 degrees, I got gloves on.
it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm putting myself in that equation too.
I don't
Me too.
know. Like most of anyway.
I will say Europe, I'm lost in that continent.
Oh, you know what I was
have no
thinking?
idea what's happening over there.
I was thinking, how many people actually know where Venezuela is? Like the people that are all
I don't even
upset.
think I know where it is.
You know where it is, don't you?
I don't know where.
Okay, is it in Central America or South America?
I know it's South America.
Okay.
I have the I have the general vicinity, but all the Colombia and Venezuela, those countries, I get them a little.
Okay, all you have to think of is Venezuela is closer to the Atlantic Ocean, and
I would have figured that
Colombia
out.
is-
So
yeah.
You're bombing the crap out of their
Yeah.
boats, but yeah.
Do you have a
Europe
roast?
though, whenever we go to Europe, I'm like, look at the map. I'm like, no way are we here. I have
Well,
no concept.
Europe also adds countries that you never like.
Yeah, like Luxembourg. Is that a country now, or is that a city?
Oh, that's a country?
Is that
Yeah, we already proven a point.
which one is it?
I don't know.
I feel like it might be a country.
It is a
now.
country, dude.
Yeah,
Whoa.
but it
no
used to
way.
be a city, right?
It sounds like a city to
Dude,
crazy.
people in Europe are losing their minds right
Yeah.
now.
me. Yeah. Sorry for anyone listening out there.
And like, how does the channel work? Is that even a thing you can still go on?
Yeah, the channel is amazing.
That goes from England to France?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah,
And how long of a ride is it?
it's not that long.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people swim the English Channel.
That's true.
Yeah.
And where's the channel? Where does that go to? The other side. England to where?
I do think. I do think it's France.
Is
This
it?
is embarrassing.
Look it up.
Wait, what are you looking
I just
for?
assumed it was
When you swim
Ireland or
the
something.
English Channel, what are you swimming?
I just thought it went to another part of England, honestly.
Like if you were to do the whole thing?
Yeah. like where do you
I believe it's France.
where do you land on the
I'm
other
gonna
side?
go with that.
Like, but do you have to carry your passport and your swimsuit or something?
No, because
Oh, that's right.
you're,
Over there, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you start near Dover, England, and then you aim for, in France.
Oh wow.
Yes!
Nice.
See, you'd be lost at sea, swimming around trying to find Ireland.
You'd end up in Luxembourg. You'd be like, what?
I bet you Ireland's further away. I bet you that's a longer swim than to France.
Oh yeah, that's gotta
Yeah,
be
no, for
probably.
sure.
Um,
That's funny.
that's All right. Don't ask me any more questions.
Yeah, I think we're
Okay.
Let's get off.
No more geography. That should never be a topic.
I was pretty good when Carmen Sandiego was around, like,
Explaining stuff, yeah.
because the final level in that was a map level on the TV show, and so I was pretty good at that. But now I forget everything.
I probably know more about 1945 Europe than 2025 Europe.
Yeah, Austria is still.
Yeah, like
What was the two versions of Austria at that point? Or
no, I think you're thinking of
You're thinking of Bosnia Herzegovina.
no,
Constantinople.
Oh, Constantinople.
no, there was like, I forget. I only know this because,
Austria's been Austria.
but there was like another part of.
Are you talking about Prussia?
Maybe that's what I was thinking
Russia,
of.
dude. I haven't heard that since grade school.
Yeah, but that was gone by the time World War II hit.
This
Right.
is when I was trying to read The Rise and Fall of the Third.
Did you know that Catherine the
Third
Great
Reich.
is actually the daughter of a German? Or yeah,
I don't even know.
I mean,
who immigrated.
none of those things mean anything.
Catherine. Okay, she was
Why was she so
one of the
great?
biggest figures of Russian history.
I feel like we need to get off of geography
Well,
and
we're waiting for your
history.
Strava
and-
thing.
All right, yeah, let's hear your evil
Sorry.
Strava.
I'll read the first paragraph because it's pretty good. It says, managing partner at Believe in the Run, more like Believe in the Grind to Nowhere. You logged 405 runs and 3,038 miles in 2025. That's basically running to the moon and back in terms of effort, but somehow you're still stuck in Baltimore with a 2:45 marathon PR. You're out here testing, quote, unreleased running shoes like they're going to magically shave off those extra minutes. Spoiler alert, they won't.
Please save that so Brady can put that in. That's
Okay.
Should we pull all of ours?
What's the I really would love to look up mine.
I had to.
They can like roast one activity. They can do your whole profile.
It would be fun if you could do other people's.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
It's roastmystrava.com. But it's going to make you log in. So if you,
I tried to do it, and then the server was too busy.
yeah. It was over the break when everyone was doing at the end of the year.
I don't even know how to log into my Strava.
That's what I figured you were going to run into.
What says enter your email?
Yeah.
I don't even know what my email is.
Dude,
Can I log in through Apple because I have my account?
Dude, the worst is when you're trying to log into your Apple ID. I'm like, I have no idea
I
what's happening
hate that.
here.
That is literally the worst.
Like-
And then it like logs you and you have to like be signed into one other thing in
Yeah,
order
you
to
have to pull
get
that device
into.
out.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Like,
a nightmare.
Is this is it my Apple ID or is it my Apple email, my me.com, which is always whenever that
do you have the original one? I still have
like
at Mac,
yeah,
and then I
don't
have
that
it
one.
me, and then I have it, and they're like an iCloud.
Whenever
one.
my Apple email opens up on my computer by accident, like,
Oh.
dude, that's the worst. I have no idea what's happening in there.
and how many emails are in there? Like, I have.
I'm terrified to see if I won like a sweepstakes and I never realized it, and then they gave the prize to someone else. I don't even want to look.
Devastating.
Taylor's so upset that we posted the Hoka. You made me open my phone, and I had some message from Taylor. He's so upset that we posted the Hoka Speed Goat, and they told him to take it down. Where every other outlet is posting it. Like, he just sent me this one from like another account that posted the shoe and every colorway that's coming out. And he's like, we got told to take it down yesterday.
Dude, embargoes are the dumbest thing in the entire world.
are.
They're
They
dumb
really
if they
are.
don't apply to
Well,
everyone at
no,
the same time.
I think they're good if they're enforced.
That's what I'm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But here's I mean,
You just can't show your product to a running store employee or they'll leak it the next day.
Really?
right. But also, like, that's the other thing. Like, maybe people don't care. Usually when we post a picture, it's a shoe that we have. So we take a photo of it, we put it up, and we have experience in the shoe or are excited about testing it, and we're showing you the product.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that they scour the internet for like a leaked photo or something like that, and then put it out there with the graphics on it, like,
Yeah.
that's it. And I'm just like, I'm going full Sage Canaday on this.
We got in trouble for the shoe we're going to talk about today.
Yeah,
That wasn't our fault.
that was not our fault.
I had a feeling we were gonna get in trouble.
We
because-
always get in trouble.
I know.
We always do
last
something
year,
at
Last year we
TRE.
did fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, but it's not our fault when the brand doesn't
Says
That's
you're
true.
good to go.
That is true. Yeah.
But we didn't talk about the Jamil Curry
oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
burrito gate. Can you pull that up, Meg? Because I don't
had
understand the
it up.
rules, and I
You
want.
sent me a DM, I
So it's
think.
Burrito League, an exploration of endurance and grassroots competition to see who can run the most segments in a set amount of time. Tempe, Arizona, with the
So do you have to be in Tempe?
with the grand prize of a year's worth of free burritos.
A $5,470 value or something like that.
Dude, how much do you like? How much are you going to take advantage of that?
You're also once a week get a burrito.
But once a week, is that?
That's
I mean,
the
that's.
rules, I think.
Oh.
One a
it's
week.
once a week.
I thought you could have it every day.
No, I think it's you get one burrito.
They
a
get
week.
one a week. Yeah, it's basically a year's supply is like 52 burritos.
That's not that great.
I
mean,
still think you're wrong.
Yeah, the concept of a year supply has been stretched to its limits at this
For
point.
real.
Yeah, that's not a year's supply of burritos. You can eat a burrito every day.
Should we give a year supply of shoes and we give them one of the shoes that won't wear out in a year? And it's
Give
like,
them
give 'em
Mount
out
to
to
Coast.
Coast.
yeah,
H1.
that'll last you. Enjoy.
Which, speaking of, Mount to Coast is
Sponsoring
sponsoring
this,
this
yeah.
thing.
You get three.
So they are getting a year's
free
supply of
pair
shoes.
of no, you get 3 pairs. Of
Okay,
shoes.
here's I actually do have a little bit of a problem with this. So
Let's hear it.
the free year of burritos is one per week for 52 weeks to a burrito place of your choice,
With a $14 minimum.
but the value is
Oh, yeah.
$850. That's
Wait.
a
What is that per burrito?
it's like $7, like $8 or something.
oh,
Well,
I
most
thought,
burritos are
I
usually
thought
like
I
10
saw
to
something that was like
15
5,000.
Oh wait, let's see, 52 times. Oh no, that would
That's
be
$16
sorry, that'd be
burrito.
$16. Yeah, sorry, 16. I was doubling.
That's
I was
pretty
having-
good.
Okay,
having-
that's good then. I think
That's actually
fine.
fine.
Brady was like, "Whoa, we're going to Mystic Burrito."
Oh yeah.
That's not going to get you a burrito at the airport.
No, but hopefully you're not living in an airport.
May got
Yeah.
May got a
What if you
$12
travel a lot?
voucher, and she couldn't. She had to put money down.
Yeah, for my troubles through the Delta
Oh,
fiasco, they gave me a $12 voucher, as if that
Nice.
does it.
All right, read the rules, Robbie.
So free. So that actually is a respectable payout.
3 pairs of shoes.
Free guaranteed entry into the Cocodona 250 or equivalent of $1,700 in Era Viper race credits. That's actually pretty.
That feels good.
That's huge.
I mean,
nice.
yeah,
And a year's worth of Mount to Coast shoes, four pairs.
4 pairs.
Ooh.
That's
Solid.
pretty great.
So that's what we're equivalent of a year supply is 4 pairs.
And did I
We are like we get like 20 years.
So it started. Today's Tuesday. It started at midnight and ends at midnight on January 31st. And you had to upload all your runs publicly to Strava on that approved Strava segment as you run them. No hiding them. to
Where's the
later upload.
Strava segment?
It's in front of the.
Tempeh?
It's in front of the
Oh.
Chipotle Tempeh.
So you have to go
You
to
have to do
Tempe.
that.
You can't do it in
No, this
Baltimore.
is you have to be there.
That limits the pool quite a bit.
Well, I guess that was their whole thing. They're
Yeah.
like, we can't have everyone in the country trying to do
I mean,
this.
that's
Like,
yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think that you
What
need
are the
to have,
dates? What's the time frame?
like, because to do that kind of miles, you'd have to move there.
yeah.
I mean,
So it's basically a
least for a
challenge for,
month,
Tempe.
yeah.
I think you could probably set up a tent on the sidewalk. That seems like one. I think out there.
A
you
tent in
can-
Tempe.
Yeah.
I think you do a wigwam.
Isn't that just a tent?
Yeah, but it's native to that area, I believe.
Wasn't there a socks called Wigwam back
Yeah,
in the
there
day?
was.
Those are nice socks, I feel
Yeah,
like.
Woolmax.
And then, so second prize is still pretty good. Half year burritos, $500 race credits, 2 pairs of Mount to Coast shoes, and so on.
I'm
Are you
just not
sure that-
agreeing with this half year worth of burritos situation. It's not accurate.
Are you sure that it's?
I'm with you, but I'm willing to give them the.
Are you sure it's just that segment in Tempe? That's the only segment.
It is, because this isn't the Chipotle challenge. It's just, yeah. There's no other way to verify. You have to have the same exact course. If
Yeah.
someone takes off 10
Okay.
feet in their own town, that's
Do
10
we?
feet over a month.
Do we
is a
want
lot.
to sponsor someone to just run that?
Well, it's already started.
Yeah, but we fly someone out today.
Yeah.
And then what? They just live out there?
Yeah, we sponsor them to be there. We say here's a Winnebago.
Is Mike Ordian doing this?
He could do it.
He could definitely do
He's
it.
like, I'm working.
To be fair, that guy is the king of multitasking. He's stretching and working and somehow running at the same time. He's doing stretches while he's running.
This is my warm up.
Remember when he was talking about his stretching routines?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you are like,
Like
You
he's
got this locked down.
He's doing toe, like standing on his toes
while he's brushing his teeth.
Well, yeah, and all that stuff. But
Smart.
Yeah.
Way to do it. I mean, that's honestly how he's been so competitive for so long.
true.
Your music playing or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's that
Dude, get off the gram.
Post. It's the I'm looking at the. This is the thing.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I guess I could mute it.
Didn't we see Jamil Curry at Western States?
I think he was there.
And then also the other guy that I always could get confused with Jamil.
Anton and
Yeah, that's
Jamil.
it.
I never have any
Anton.
idea who is who.
Anton was there. He had a rough go.
Yeah.
So I gotta tell you, I didn't want to tell you this because it's embarrassing, but
Okay, here we go.
You shit your pants again?
yeah, but I would tell you that.
It's not
That
even
would've
why.
been, you would have led the show off. With
It's
that.
not even while
No,
he's running.
My mom texted me right before the podcast, and she was like, "I found your wallet," and my wallet has been missing for like a week, and I was like,
Where was it?
It was in the couch cushions, like at their house.
I mean, that's a
Which-
pretty good loss.
Yeah, but I was like losing my mind because I obviously had turned my whole house over, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna give up and let fate decide if I get it back, and I'll give it like 2 weeks to see what happens.
That is the worst feeling when you're looking in the house and you're like everywhere. Like I've covered everything.
and I
It's
knew it
gone.
was somewhere dumb because it's probably fell in my coat pocket or something, and I was only at 2 places, so it was my friend's house and my parents' house and a rest stop in PA, and so I was like asked them to check couches and everything. I guess it was like the one spot that hadn't been checked,
Where was it?
like in the side, like down in the cushions.
Okay.
Like I guess it fell out when I was sitting down there for 10 minutes. So, but man, that's a huge relief.
Yeah. You don't have to go get a new license.
That's I think the
credit
longest. I
cards.
think that's the longest I've been in limbo, wallet limbo.
Were you just like checking your credit cards to make sure no one was charging?
Yeah, and
stuff?
I figured if nobody's charging stuff, I was like, I'll just let it drag out and
Yeah.
see if it pops up, and it has. So that
See,
was
I
cool.
would. It would have been better if, like, on Antiques Roadshow, someday that couch shows up and they're like, "And we found this."
I know, right? Dude, I was thinking about this. This would be a great prank. You know how maybe you don't know how this. There's metal detectorists or whatever.
Like on the beach and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or who go to old homesteads or something and look for old coins. This is my algorithm, by the way.
I believe it.
But what if you just took like new coins or interesting and buried them into the ground, or threw them on, or fabricated fake
coins?
Spanish galleons and then put them in the beach as people were metal detecting? Dude, they would lose their minds.
And do like a hidden camera
Yeah,
when they find
yeah,
it.
like a prank show about. It would be so messed up, but it would be a pretty good.
I just don't think for that group of humans out there we need to do that.
Hey, here's
By the way, this is what I think about in the shower.
here's a simpler way to do it. It's like that time I got with the guy who had the retractable dollar bill.
Yeah.
That's really
Have you ever seen the reel of the people who set out bike decoys to get stolen, but they loosen the front nuts on the tire?
I've seen
Oh,
that.
they've also did it. They did a spike that went up through the seat, and they do a whole bunch.
Jeez.
Oh, that's a little bit
They
crazy.
had a motor scooter.
Yeah.
And I guess they
had
had
a
a
shock
long
thing?
no long chain
Oh.
on the tire, so that when they went, they sped off, and it just would yank it, and the guy goes flying over the handlebar.
It's kind of messed up, but it's still funny.
Yeah, I think it is. It's right up there with bum fights.
You think it's not that bad? I can never.
It's not that.
It's pretty close.
I
You're hurting
couldn't-
people.
I couldn't do bum fights though. I never watched this.
I watched.
There's not
one-
much that's above me, or beneath.
I don't know.
You sound like the mole from The Incredibles. No one is above me. Everyone is beneath me.
Yeah.
I'm beneath everyone, and no one is above me. No, but I did see that old trick where this guy did like to another guy. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna make money appear in the bottom of this water bottle, but you got to do all these tricks, and I'm a street magician." So he has a guy do all these tricks. He goes, "Dude, look, can you see it?" And when he goes to look in the bottle, smashes it, and just soaks with water. But then he has to run away. And there's another one that I love is where they knock stuff out of people's hands and then they run.
Oh no!
Because
I
I'm
couldn't do
like,
that.
how you got to know that you're faster than that person. So like they're in a BJ's parking lot or a Sam's Club or
Just random people, they knock their stuff out of their hands.
yeah. So the dude will roll up and like the guy's drinking like a big gulp. It's like brand new. You can
Dude, I
tell
would
it
murder someone if they did that to
Yeah,
me.
well, that's-
like, I would actually, that
I
would
would
be the
legitimately go
situation
to
where I
jail
would kill
over that.
someone.
That's the thing. You see the anger and the rage, and then the guy's running in front of him with a camera. And
No, this is the kind of stuff, I hate that stuff.
That's
Okay.
a TikTok brain rot.
Wait, you're okay putting coins in for these poor people
Oh no, I
looking for
wouldn't.
metal?
I wouldn't actually do it. I'm just saying if you were, that would be a good
Shower
one.
thoughts. Your intrusive
Yeah.
shower thoughts.
I think if you want to do that for Robbie, you hide a body someplace.
It
and
wasn't
let
so
him
much
discover
the.
it.
It would just be more. Yeah, that would be a good one. It would be more just the confusion of like, how did someone actually go to the lengths of fabricating a fake coin and then putting it here and then.
Mr. Beast, by the way, second season's coming out. I think it's tomorrow.
Of that show that we watched?
Yeah.
I can't do it again.
Oh, I'm totally in.
I did do it. Oh, sorry. I have one other thing.
Go ahead.
I don't. This is weird to admit this, but one time, this is like a prank that when I was a kid, I was probably like 10 or something. We were staying at a campground, and they had a soda machine, like an old school soda machine. So I got a soda out of that.
Wait, what's a new school soda machine?
Like
What's the difference
where you
between
use a
old school-
credit card and stuff? I
So
meant,
you're
like,
just
the
saying it
push-
had coins?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
A vending machine?
No,
Back in the day when they had the old school.
No. The new ones though, they softly deliver your soda to you and stuff. I feel like they have robot arms and things. This one's just throw it down the chute, you get it, you know.
Phooey.
And but for some reason, this is what happens when you don't have phones and you're bored as a kid. Is that I figured out that you can basically drink a whole soda if you just barely open the tab and there's just a tiny hole that cracks, right?
Okay.
Where the mouthpiece.
So you're saying make a small opening?
So I basically sucked out the whole soda.
Can we isolate just the sucked out?
Yeah.
part?
Sure.
through that tiny space.
A tiny hole.
I didn't say that. That's
I
your
did.
words. and then I refilled the entire can up with water, like in the same method but reverse.
Okay.
And then put it back in the holder to trick somebody who think they found a free soda, but they're gonna get a can full of water. And I never watched them get it.
Water.
And I never in my spit.
Yeah.
And
Ugh.
I never watched them get this
Oh, that's
can.
true because he's
Yeah, because you said
putting
the
it-
other
Oh,
the same
that's
way.
so fucking
Oh, that's
gross.
disgusting.
So I never watched this play out,
Mm-hmm.
but I've wondered my whole life, what happened to the person who got that can
Dude,
out
it
of the
didn't
soda
take very
machine?
long for them to figure it out.
But it's
Yeah, but
they
they
had
just
to be
had Robbie's regurgitated.
no. But listen, they had to be so confused to open up a can of soda that they thought was just free from the machine. Because remember, machines back then would always pump out like free cans of soda.
Yeah, kids died because you could rock the machine.
And sometimes they'd
get
randomly drop an extra can.
Yeah.
So they opened that can and it was just full of water. They've had to be like incredibly confused.
And then you jump out from behind a bush. You've been robbed.
yeah.
Dude, I got.
But it was.
No, robbed. Get it?
I've always wondered. That's actually a good. That should be my
I
new
like that.
catchphrase.
Yeah, you got robbed.
But if you
Exposing
imagine
fraud.
if you found that, would you not be incredibly confused?
Yeah,
I'd be like, why is this water so thick and-
Well, no, what happens is you're going to go to open it and it's not going to fizz and you're going to be like, what? And then you're looking at it, it's going to be clear and then you're going to dump
then I'm
it.
going to throw up all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm just
You're
saying.
going to think someone was trying to poison you.
Okay.
I think
that's cool.
I think if there's,
That's cool.
I think
yeah,
if,
that's a
if-
good outcome.
I think if there was a child who'd probably pop it open and drink it, he's not going to think like you're thinking that people are like, oh, it didn't make that fizz sound. It just opened up a
But
bit.
even so, that kid's going to be confused for the rest of his life. Why did I
Get a water
a
Coke
water-filled Coke can?
that tasted like cigarettes.
Yeah, I didn't smoke yet. Oh, that was my biggest thing about Stranger Things being. There's many things like the actors are now 32 years old, but
I also thought they looked weird. Some of them looked really weird.
Yeah.
Like the one girl looked like she had no meat on her face.
oh, Maya Hawke.
Is that her name?
Yeah, she has
No
very.
meat on her face.
Who has
It looked
meat
like
on their face?
You do. You have cheeks.
She did look a lot different. But okay, anyways, so no, my biggest qualm with the
You
whole
don't like meat
series
on
in
your
general.
face?
My biggest qualm with the whole series in general is that nobody,
Don't laugh, Carl.
nobody in that show is smoking cigarettes
And it was the 80s.
except for like the military, like bosses or something.
Look, yeah, see.
But I'm like, half the kids in this show will be smoking cigarettes when they're 16 years old. That should be part of the show.
Trying
Yeah,
to
if you're
think.
going for that authenticity,
Right.
Which,
Rolling a doobie.
yeah,
Or something,
Yeah.
yeah.
spliff.
I don't know.
Yeah, I get you.
Sounds like the show sucks.
We need more
Dude,
accurate smoking culture.
I at that time, very close to what they're trying to portray in that show, was when I was living in Millville, California, and I remember stealing cigarettes from my mom smoked at the time, and taking it. And we went behind a tree, and all of us tried puffing it. stuff
Was
like
it
that.
good or bad?
I mean, she was into these things called Moore. They were brown cigarettes. I don't know if you remember them.
No.
So their whole gimmick was they were a little bit longer than a regular cigarette. So you got
Like Capri's?
more. No, they
Oh.
were regular size.
Okay.
So she smoked these Moores, and I think she may have smoked menthol. And then my stepdad at the time smoked Camels. I preferred the Camels, but it definitely was a little bit of a harder hit.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so I would like maybe just pull one. All of us would go to like a secret fort or this little area where we rode BMX bikes. We'd try cigarettes.
Yeah.
You stand around and be like, "You're not inhaling." I'm inhaling.
That is one of my biggest pet peeves in movies or shows when the actor doesn't inhale it.
Yeah.
Like, just inhale it, dude.
I know.
It's one
I
cigarette.
can tell. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
My grandmother, who died of emphysema, said she smoked Parliaments her whole life, and she's like, "But I don't inhale." And I would watch her. I'm like, "You're totally inhaling. What are you
It's like the
talking about?"
opposite. Yeah.
I love that she lied straight to your face as she's inhaling.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Anyways, I guess we... Oh, did you want to talk about shoes?
We
Yeah,
did.
got to.
We've got two here. 2 Puma Deviates.
All right, third check-in. We don't talk about this enough, but I was a big Glide fan. I think I'm switching to chamois butter. They have a stick, and it just goes on a little bit easier than Glide. I don't know. I'm switching it up. But you think I pretty much, if I'm going to go over 6 miles, I got to have the carriage greased up. I got to have the nips all, waxed up. Otherwise, it's a mess and it's uncomfortable. And then I get in the shower and I scream like a little girl. You know what I'm a little surprised by? I just noticed.
What's that?
Okay, so they've been hiding little words on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing on the race day shoe.
They don't normally do the race day shoe, do they?
I think they should. It should be a theme. And what happened to their high campaign? Speaking of smoking,
I guess it's still going.
did you notice this tongue looks like an Adidas logo?
Don't say that.
That's funny.
I wore a full
it?
It's like
Adidas
the
kit
trefoil.
and Pumas yesterday.
You wore what?
I wore a full Adidas kit with Pumas yesterday, and I was like, I feel like
When I went home for Christmas, I brought the Mag Max with me, but
Yeah.
then I brought like all Adidas kit.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh crap, no one sees me.
I mean, at least it's German.
Yeah,
That's
but that's
We
the
talked about
problem.
that. That's
yeah,
the rule.
that's the combo though. That's
It's
the
like
real
Nike, Adidas,
kicker.
Adidas, Puma.
Yeah.
There is a little fun saying on the Deviate 4 on the back of the heel.
Yeah, made you look.
Made you
Mm-hmm.
look.
All right, so let's get into it. We have both the Deviate regular
4.
Nitro
TV Nitro
4 and the Deviate Nitro Elite 4.
Correct.
And this, I'm gonna spoiler alert, best Deviate Nitro Elite yet.
I think it's also the best Deviate yet.
It is, but that one didn't have as far to come as this one does.
Yeah,
what
sure.
Molly ran the Olympics in versus this is so much a superior.
Well,
shoe.
and what Puma told us at TRE is that across the whole Deviate line, they are widening the shoes a little bit because they got a lot of feedback that people were complaining that Puma shoes are narrow.
I don't believe that this one got
It didn't feel crazy different to me, to be honest. And I have a wider foot, but it did. They both fit really well. They both fit true to size. I do think the common theme across both of these that I noticed more than anything was that the foam got softer.
Yes. I would agree with you on both fronts. Now, I do think these are great training partners. Like if you went with the DVA for your daily trainer and then you move up for race day, you throw this on, it feels familiar. This, to me, the Deviate Elite feels a lot more narrow than even the regular Deviate.
Interesting. Well, I think that race day shoes tend to
A
be,
little more snug.
yeah,
Yeah.
like they're supposed to hug your foot. You don't really want that extra room when you're
True.
running hard.
What I thought was interesting also about the Elite, even more so, I think both shoes you can feel the plate more than you could in the previous model. But in the Elite, I really found it evident to feel like that kind of snappy toe off.
Well, and that's a carbon plate, so it's going to be a little bit more aggressive, and you are going to feel it more than the carbon, quote, carbon composite plate in the Deviate, which is meant to be used for daily training versus.
So this is actually a new
Race day.
plate shape too. It kind of looks like a lobster claw, and they're kind of like hinting at that with the outsole here. It's got a different plate here. I don't know if it has the same shape plate in the Deviate regular. But I really like the way this one feels, especially underfoot. We were just reviewing another shoe, the Endorphin Pro from Saucony, and I felt at the end of the run like I was the longest run I did in both those shoes was a 10-mile run, and I was running with a faster bastard, so it's kind of like up tempo feeling. I really started feeling like the Endorphin felt blocky towards the end, where this one you still got that underfoot kind of like nice sensation. Even at the end of the run, I was still feeling that turnover and a little bit of squish under the forefoot as I was coming through.
I don't know the weight off the top of my head either, but they feel very, very light. The
This is
thing
under 7 ounces for me. I think it's 6.5.
Okay. The thing about the Saucony Endorphin Pro that drives me insane is that it's been 2 years since we've gotten an update, and they kept the exact same midsole foam. Like it's
They didn't tune it at all.
no. It just
It's
and
still
so
that popcorn Piba.
it's hard to like get excited or for that to feel nearly as good
Well, wait, didn't
now.
they did actually upgrade the foam because they put the layer of HG above the plate.
That was in the last one.
Was it really?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. It
Wow.
sucks.
Wow. So it is.
They the only thing that updated was the slotted carbon plate. Like they changed the shape of the plate to make it quote more aggressive.
It was also, I'm sorry, at this point, if you have a simple plated shoe, it's got to be light.
yeah.
You either have to have a mechanical advantage like the Alpha Fly or a super light race day shoe. In the past, I've always felt like Puma missed the mark on their race day shoe as far as the Deviate Elite went. I think they were getting there with the Fast R, especially the last one. It got lighter. But before that, they were lost. I thought that was too heavy. This shoe feels competitive now at 6.5 ounces. This is right down there with the Vaporfly, with some of the other shoes. This to me is a contender for an honest, like if you're looking for a shoe that has a great fitting upper, feels really nice. The foams feel great. It's lightweight. I think this one is going to appeal to someone who likes a familiar feeling super shoe. You know how sometimes you put on a super shoe and it feels totally outrageous, like I'm bouncing all over the place or something. This feels like a running shoe, just lighter, really nice foam, and I think you can feel that activation of the plate. I mean, you ran it today and did some pickups.
Yeah, and I thought it felt really great. I was happy with, like I kind of said earlier, the softness underfoot feels it's a lot more comfortable than the previous version. I feel like, and because it doesn't feel quite as firm, I feel like that makes me feel more comfortable running long distances, like the marathon distance in this shoe, whereas the previous version, you could, and it would have been fine, but I just felt like this
A little harsher.
this has more comfort.
And that's the thing, like I think about, like we kind of did that tier thing, like if you want to watch the video that Robbie did with the daily training shoes, I did the super trainers and Megan did the race day shoes. I feel like there's like the S level would be for you, obviously, the Alpha Fly.
Yeah.
And then and maybe the Ray, Asics Metaspeed Ray. And then I think you have a select few shoes from both Adidas, Asics, Puma. I'm trying to think if anybody else goes in this little
I mean, I would compare this to the New Balance SC Elite V5. Where it's like
I think the Elite
it's lighter.
is right below this.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that falls into feels great. If
It's not crazy aggressive. Like this doesn't feel super aggressive, which
Right.
I feel like the
Right, it shouldn't.
the
You
Fast Star.
Yeah, Puma's
Fast Star's
made like the very easily distinguishable. Like this shoe, the Fast Star 3 is wild, aggressive, super fast, and I feel like this is a race day shoe that's very solid, but works for a lot more people.
Yeah.
Like
That makes
if,
sense.
for your average person, if they're running their first marathon and you were like,
Totally. Could recommend that all
because
day.
I almost feel like this is like when you say the SE Elite, I feel like that's a shoe
Yeah.
as well. This one's lighter,
Yeah.
and I think it doesn't like you put on the Metaspeed. That also feels like a race day shoe where it's like this is different than your daily.
It's very aggressive.
Daily
Yeah.
train. This one I feel like you're
Even
right.
like we talked about this, but the Hoka CLO X1 2.0, it feels aggressive because of the rocker is so wild. Like this feels like you're talking a little bit more traditional.
Yeah. Like this one I really like running in, whether I'm running
Fast or slow,
or
yeah.
slow. So like, and this is where I get spoiled. Like today I put back on the Mag Max 2 for our run with Robbie and Brady and Carl. Yeah, I was wearing that. And I'm like, I'm spoiled because I had been testing this shoe and running this. And you're just like, a heavy shoe just doesn't, it just doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
Where's my plate?
Well, and that's the thing. It's like we're seeing the foams trickle down into
Daily trainers.
what was your race day shoe, and this is maybe why you're disappointed with the endorphin. What was a race day shoe foam is now in the daily trainers for a lot of people that like 2-3 years ago, and now they've got new foams for the race day. And I feel like these shoes, as I'm waiting for these foams to go down, like this should be in the Deviate regular soon, and you know the next evolution of what would go.
Well,
into
I
this.
think the top layer of the Deviate is that foam.
Yeah.
Because now the Deviate is a dual density
And
midsole.
what's the name of it? Like the top layer?
They're calling it
It's all
nitro
nitro foam,
foam,
right? It's just
but
called
it's a
nitro
dual
foam.
density nitro foam, and
Right.
the top layer is P-backs.
This top layer is 100% P-backs. It's the P-book blend for the bottom
But-
layer.
Okay.
What is this then?
That's
is this
all P-backs,
P-backs all
yeah.
the way? See, that's weird. I thought they were TPEE people.
In
Or
the Fast R3.
ATPU.
ATPU, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's all just nitro foam. Like that's
The-
there's
yes,
no
Right,
that's
it's-
that's what's.
Well, it's like Nike with Zoom X,
confusing.
right?
I
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what?
Or
most,
fuel cells.
most
Fuel
people,
cells 1,000 different
do you think
things.
most people
So, yeah.
care? Do you think the average person,
No,
we care
absolutely
because we're
not.
nerds,
Yeah.
but like when you go to a running shoe store and you're like, is that fresh foam the same fresh foam that's in the...
But
I mean-
like when we're trying to explain how something feels, it's hard to be like, oh, this is like we can't call it nitro foam because there's two different layers of two different foams.
And if you go
Right, but
into
we're breaking it down. I'm saying for
Yeah.
the average
Average
person.
person's not
Yeah.
gonna care, but-
But you'd call it Nitro Plus or Nitro.
Well, then you end up
.1.
going the other way with Asics. Where they
Yeah.
have,
Yeah,
like,
Asics does
every
too much.
foam, like-
Well, tell me this: like, when the average person goes to pick out a race day shoe, you think they try it on in the store and they're like, "This feels really bouncy and neat." They're not like, is
Right,
This,
yeah,
is this
totally.
TPE?
I'm not talking
Is
about.
this-
I'm not talking about trying on the store. I'm saying if you're buying something from Running Warehouse and you see, oh, that has fuel cell and that has fuel cell. Well, great. I'll just get the. I ran in a shoe with fuel cell before.
Yeah.
It's gonna feel awesome, and then you get something that's tuned to a totally different durometer. You're gonna be
Yeah.
like, oh, that's not what I was expecting. That's I think where it.
You know
can
what
be
we didn't
confusing.
see? Speaking of fresh foam, what was that? What was the New Balance shoe that started with a B? That
Ballos.
Oh, Ballos.
yeah,
I think
Ballos.
that's just done.
That was like
Yeah,
a
but they were
one-off project, right?
when I talked to them about that, they were like, "No, well, we're already working on the second one."
Really?
I
They,
think
they said that?
yeah, I think they may have just stopped.
Yeah. I just never got the idea
So
that
he-
that was even a.
Here's how it typically works: you put out a shoe, you do a second round update, you see how that does on the market, and that would determine whether you get a third round update.
Sure. Yeah.
So I think they were working on the second ballast, but then if you think about what was in the ballast, the foam, maybe that's in Funyuns.
Oh, in Funyuns.
By the
Yeah.
way, speaking of like when you're purchasing shoes, like my brother, when he would get the 1080s, he called them fresh foams. Like that's in
Oh,
his
really?
mind what they are.
'Cause it
like
says-
I asked
says
him what,
fresh foam.
yeah, I asked him
Yeah,
what kind
run
of
the
shoe,
fresh
and he's
foam.
like, I like the fresh foams. And so, like the average person doesn't.
I
Actually, I think
always,
that's a better name than 1080.
I always
foams?
hear that from.
Honestly,
But
especially
to
with-
Robbie's point, they have fresh foam that's 17 different.
Right,
Yeah, especially with ons. Whenever I hear people say,
the
"Oh,
On Clouds."
I got the on clouds," it's
Yeah.
they never have any idea what the model name is.
We asked our friend Dalen what shoes she got for Christmas.
Should we tell?
No.
Should we say what? Yeah, okay. Hey.
And she said they were clouds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It turns out she got the Cloud Monsters.
Okay,
You know what color all the girls want right now, right?
which is what?
What color would you think is the most popular on color?
Just like at base off-white or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would guess that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say that, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
That would be
thing?
my guess.
Is that the color?
No.
Is it the salmon pink or whatever?
No, she got black.
Oh, okay. Well, that is the cool color.
Yeah, I guess if you're in New York.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't mind it. I mean, if it's just for running anyways, which is probably what it's for.
Yeah.
Faster bastards.
Yeah,
aligning
goes with the
the
kit.
That's what
Goes
I'm
with the
thinking.
Goes with the kit.
So it was a Christmas gift
Yeah.
and from her husband. And he went with a black on cloud. I think it's a cloud monster, we determined.
Based off
Yeah.
the description.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Did you guys get anything cool for Christmas?
I got a jar of CBD gummies, I think.
What?
Didn't you get me the jar of CBD gummies?
That was like 3 months ago.
Oh. I thought it was Christmas.
I got the watch box. That was my favorite thing.
That's cool.
Like a display. What do you call it? Just a case.
Watch case, yeah.
That was nice. A nice one.
What about you, Carl?
Dude, my brother gifted me a Fender.
Yeah,
Tele-
you didn't
Oh,
see the
yeah.
real.
Oh, I didn't know that was a
too.
gift, dude. That's
yeah, no, he
crazy.
gifted it to
So
me.
wait, those aren't cheap.
It's like $1,200.
What?
Yeah.
What? How did he get it from a pawn shop or how did he get it?
No, he.
He
That's
stole it.
No, if he's giving him a $1,200 gift, that's insane.
I guess I'll spoil it here, but he actually won it in like a sweepstakes or
No
like
way.
a contest thing. Yeah.
I need to check my Apple email then.
Look
Yeah.
at it. Robbie's so convinced he's
Well,
won
it was
something
one of those
now.
things where you had to submit like a written prompt thing. Like they asked a question.
Okay.
And I don't know what the question was, but
It was probably who needs a guitar for their brother.
yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
I think because the Ventera 2 is like modeled after like the 60s. So I think they were asking like what song from the 60s or something.
Oh, cool.
Would you like?
Okay.
Is your favorite?
So are you gonna learn how to play guitar now?
Yeah, for the first time ever, I'm gonna learn. But I have to take it to get it set up and stuff because it's like wildly out of tune and like.
Yeah. That's
strings are
amazing,
really
though.
crap. But like, I was like, dude, I knew that he had the guitar too. It was crazy because for Black Friday, I was looking to buy one.
Yeah.
So I kept telling him like, yeah, I might just get a new guitar soon or whatever. And he
What-
didn't say anything like, don't
What's the name of the local guy who makes guitars? And he's pretty famous.
Here?
Yeah,
Oh, I know who you're talking
it's like
about.
JM or something like that. Or-
Yeah. Shoot, I forget.
Like you could go and check it out and like.
Yeah,
you can
he's,
see his
like, legit.
Oh, that's cool.
Like he makes custom guitars for. I wouldn't doubt if
My neighbor went.
Our boys,
My neighbor visited him.
our boys at Turnstile probably have one
Maybe.
of his guitars.
Did it come with a case, like a hard case?
So
or-
not a hard case.
Oh, okay.
It was funny. He gave it to me in like the Fender gig bag, but he's like,
Okay.
you can't keep the bag. He's like, I need the bag. So I ended up ordering something on Amazon.
Okay.
Wait, what's he gonna do with the bag?
I think no, because he has another guitar of his own. So
Oh.
and that's like his bag, I guess. So I'm like, all right,
Gotcha. That's cool.
yeah.
What about you,
That's a good
Robbie?
one.
Oh, the
watch
watch
case,
case.
yeah.
Well, you also got a watch from.
I got my little just
Casio.
Casio watch, which I like. It's like it's a cheap watch, but it's fun. Has
I like
different time zones.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Shark Surfer watches?
Yeah, they brought those back.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same company, but someone bought the like design and rights.
Nice.
Wait, what about? Did you guys exchange presents?
No.
of any kind?
No,
We rarely
I got
do.
her birthday presents, but they're lame. Megan's birthday is not today, not tomorrow.
Whoa.
Is it?
But
And your birthday's
Thursday.
next week, right?
Yeah, and our buddy Jared Kilberg's birthday is
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Oh, sweet.
I'm gonna actually see him in
Today.
Charleston.
Your birthday's Thursday.
The 8th, yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah. What are we doing?
Oh, we should go to Mystic Burrito.
Yes, Meg, we
We
can
should
get you
run
a,
in front of it, do some strides.
Yeah.
and then-
Okay.
we can get you
Actually,
a week supply of burritos.
Why don't we do like that block of Eastern Avenue? So like you run around that block, and we could do our own challenge in Baltimore.
I
We just say,
wanted-
you get a week's worth of burritos.
I wanted to
bad
do
idea.
the number of
week.
miles in Ks because I was like, well, 38 miles is way too far. But then I was like, that's still 24 miles or
Ooh.
20. Yeah. What did I say?
24.
24
Yeah,
miles.
that's a
That feels
lot.
like a lot.
Didn't you do that last year?
Did I? Did I
feel
do
like you did.
37 Ks? But I must
Yeah.
have been like doing a long run for something.
I'm not doing the case for my birthday. That'd be like
That's, dude,
that'd be
that's,
like 38 miles.
that's more
You
than a
might not make it
50K.
Yeah,
You did it for JFK.
yeah, I did.
That's-
I did.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, happy birthday to Meg.
Yeah.
Everyone
Do you
wish her
guys
happy
want?
birthday.
Do you guys want to know what I got her?
What?
Does she know?
Yeah.
I think she's figured it out.
One thing.
Yeah. So
Wait, you're gonna just tell her right now?
No, don't do it.
Don't
Okay.
do that.
Yeah.
But I think everyone should DM Meg on Instagram and make sure she knows it's her birthday.
Yeah.
Yes.
It'll be a day late, but that's okay.
Really flood her
Thanks,
inbox.
Robbie. Thanks.
Special Ralphie report.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That's my prank for your birthday.
Good one.
Like, here's the thing that's hard. Like, if you try to shop for Megan, it's almost impossible. Like, her mom was like, should I get her something? By the way, I did want to shout this out. Tracksmith, stock rising. I feel like they're coming back. I feel like they're getting their mojo back.
Okay.
All right.
I've seen the, first off,
I've loved them forever. I still love their gear.
The gear is amazing,
Yeah.
but
But it's more of like the marketing.
the marketing, yeah. The jacket that I just got, what's the jacket called? I got it in a vest and a jacket,
Forget.
and I love it. I wore it today on our run. I love my gloves from them.
It's the one with the super ventilated back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they on Instagram, they did something with cross country, and they're bringing it back to.
They're doing the OTQ thing with the women,
yeah,
Strata.
they're bringing
Strava.
it back to performance running and not just like this ethereal, like romance of running. I think what they're doing is
They were
really-
like, they shifted to vibes.
yeah,
Yeah, it
Vibes
was just
running.
vibes.
Now
Yeah.
it's like actual running.
yeah,
I think the jacket is the children jacket.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
it. It is a children.
Okay.
I love it.
Not children jacket.
But they kitted out all these kids for this cross country meet, and they all
Maybe
look.
it is a children's
They
jacket.
all look dope.
Where's the cross country meet at?
It's on Instagram. You can check it out.
It's on Instagram,
Yeah.
the cross country meet.
Yeah, just look up Tracksmith. Anyway, I think that they're on the rebound. I think that they lost a little steam. There was a little confusion. I think you have brands like Bandit and stuff that kind of like.
I
shift-
kind of wish they weren't doing the shoe thing, but I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it was nice when they were shoe agnostic.
Yeah.
But I think they're coming back. But is that all I wanted to say about that? Yeah,
I think so.
yeah,
Good stuff.
Go
Tracksmith. Keep it up.
Tracksmith.
yeah.
Tracksmith and running. Oh yeah, so there's a cross country race.
Was the cross country race because it was something X Tracksmith, but all the kids were in Tracksmith gear,
Yeah.
and I was like,
That's
yes,
cool. That's nice.
yeah.
Sick.
I don't know.
You got to get the youths involved.
The youths.
But yeah, that was pretty cool. Hey, you know what we didn't do? And we had a short podcast last week, so I don't mind going a little long. Let's check in. It's our first week of Grit.
I was literally just gonna say before we wrap up, we
Oh.
should talk about grit and all the.
Yeah.
I haven't been logging my miles on the app, but I've been logging miles.
How many do you have so far?
Oh, I mean, I'd have to add them up, but I've been doing pretty good.
Okay, while you're doing that, I want to give a shout out to Meredith Minnick. She is our winner of the Donna trip. So she will be heading down to Jacksonville with us. And if you are
Yes.
participating in Grit and you didn't receive the email for some reason, email us at info@bigrunmedia.com because we need a head count of who's coming to the Winter Grit Party, Donna Marathon weekend, so we can make sure we have
Yeah.
food and beverages for all of you.
So, yeah, congrats to her. That's a pretty amazing prize.
Yeah.
And
So she's flying down from Philly. She will be joining us for the 5K Saturday, Donna Marathon weekend, which is like our official shakeout run. And then Sunday, she's going to run the half and then join us for the party, which is going to be at Surfer the Bar, which is like right near the finish line. So we get to watch everyone
Oh.
cruise in,
Sick.
finish the marathon while we're sipping on some bevies.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's nice, but not too nice weather.
Yeah.
Megan's sneaking in miles, by the way.
Oh, what's that mean?
How am I sneaking them
Like
in?
she'll tell me she's going out for, I don't know, I'll go out for 6 or 7 or something, 10 miles.
That was one time.
Well, we ran 8 miles this morning together, which was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I did not. You went out for a little bit longer. I
Yeah,
was
I-
trying to get to 9 because I was at 8.5 by the time we got back.
Yeah, I did like an extra.
Wait, are you those people where you have to be at a whole number?
Only if it's like if I'm already half mile. I'm like,
If you're
I might as well
over
just-
half
Oh,
mile?
a half mile, you'll still commit to the bit?
I love it.
That's
I think
crazy.
that's
Well,
good.
well, if it's like a 0.5, then yeah, I'm like, I'll just go up.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
All right, so
That's good. I took the dog for an extra like
yeah.
half mile or 3/4 mile.
okay, I'm
Are
pulling
you
up.
trying to round?
You can just
No,
go to your
I
profile
didn't even
and
know
have your
watch
total.
today.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
year
it's true,
is year
it's
to
true.
date, but why is that line down like that?
Because that's your week.
What's that? Is that today? Yeah. Okay. I'm at 43.4 miles so far this
Oh,
month.
wow. I'm not going to say what I'm at. It's been gritty.
Yeah, keep it gritty, dude.
Do we want to announce any
Wait,
of our
Meg, you didn't say yours.
52?
Oh, I'm not that far behind you. Only.
Do you want to announce
9
any of the
miles.
people that are winning?
Yeah, the leaders right
Carla,
now.
did you want your
Sorry, I don't have
miles?
my computer.
At like total so
Do
far.
you
I think
have
I'm
the
at, like,
totals on
35.
run sign?
All right, there you
Where?
go.
Oh yeah.
I think it might have changed since yesterday. So
Where are you trying to go? Are you?
Well, I only put 100. I
Okay.
don't know.
Would you be happy with 100?
Yeah. I
Okay.
can do more. It's fine. I'm not.
You'll do more.
Was this who
Yeah.
it was
If you're
before?
gonna keep going after 0.5.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, maybe a little bit different. So as of today, first place is Henry Zapata from where's that? Richards, North Carolina.
Yeah,
Henry Shue?
Richlands.
Richlands, North Carolina. Leela Galdraut, she's always in it. She's from Vermont, and so we're 6 days in, right? 6
Yeah.
days. So he had 157 miles. That's crazy. She has 112, and then Alexandria Powell has 109. Christina Shelderup has
Should we just give burritos to the
95,
top 10 people?
and Spencer Imbach has 98. So pretty solid.
Spencer.
Top 5 basically have 100 miles
Dude,
already.
Like, out of nowhere, I'll just see him on Strava. Like he just runs 50 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a freak.
Not even a race. Just like he just goes to the trail.
He's
they-
also fast.
Oh, they did the Patapsco party out
the Patapsco party happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
this past weekend.
Oh.
which
Okay,
was 34 miles.
I was like, maybe I'll do Patapsco party one day. And then I saw that they were crossing water in freezing cold temperatures.
yeah.
I was
Not
like,
for me.
No.
I think there's
It was cold that
2 creek crossings, one big one.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was free. There was ice on top of the water. And then you're running, like, no. And then you're going to sit out and party with people with wet shoes and stuff. No.
Well, they go to the Guinness Brewery.
Right. Your feet are wet, though.
Oh, yeah. I may have to have someone meet you there or something, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I thought John Ober would definitely be there, but it turns out he's in Korea
No,
Yeah, he's in
or Taiwan.
Yeah.
But he also went to Japan. He was going to Japan as well.
Did you do both? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like he's having fun. I know he picked up some Adidas that you can't get here in the States.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Nice.
He showed me one pair of Evo SLs that unfortunately he's got a larger foot. We could probably figure out, you could definitely figure out how to get it, but there was a leopard print Evo SL. And
Oh, snap.
he was like, I would have gotten these if they were
Oh, yeah.
in my size, but they're women's.
That's cool.
But yeah.
That's awesome.
Anything else? Was there any other grit stuff? I think that was pretty much it. But
Yeah, so we're
Yeah.
still rolling. Weekly winners will be announced every Monday. And yeah, we hope that you all will join us in Jacksonville for the Grit Party.
yeah. All right. I gotta go to the bathroom, so let's end this.
Okay. On
That's
that
what happens-
note,
that's
hi,
what
Ma.
happens when you have the tall boy.
Yeah, it is.
Hi,
Slim
Robin.
cans.
Good stretch, got my laces tied. My trusty podcast by my side. If you wanna talk fun, it's the place to be. Yeah, it's the drop, DROP.